community.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
These days, it's getting harder and harder to trust what you're seeing. Who made it? Is it real? But with iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio host's product recommendations. And if you own or manage a business here or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way in creating your future customers. Make iHeartMedia a part of your 2026 plan today. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. Again, that's iHeartAdvertising.com.
I'm Stephen Curry, and this is Gentleman's Cut. I think what makes Gentleman's Cut different is me being a part of, developing the profile of this beautiful finished product. With every sip, you get a little something different.
Visit gentleman'scutbourbon.com or your nearest Total Wines or Bevmo. This message is intended for audiences 21 and older. Gentleman's Cut Bourbon, Boone County, Kentucky. For more on Gentleman's Cut Bourbon, please visit gentleman'scutbourbon.com. Please enjoy responsibly.
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is the Week in Geek with David D. Squared, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Heard live on News Talk 99.5 WRNO and the iHeartRadio app. Here's D. Squared.
Greetings, people of Earth! This is the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
Scungy.
And that's it. That's all, folks.
Yeah.
Kids. Who needs them?
Yeah.
Who needs them? All right, let me lay out the show for you tonight. We are guest-free because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's a brand new year, so there's all sorts of new stuff to talk about. We had the finale of Stranger Things. Fallout still dropping episodes, and we got a couple of other new interesting trailers. I don't know if it's panic mode in Marvel Land or not, but they're bringing back all the oldies but goldies. I don't know. I'm not sure what they're up to over there. I don't know what they're up to, but we'll find out, I guess, in a year.
Yeah, in a year.
and all these stupid AI pictures and supposed leaks, it's just like, come on, cut it out.
Now the X-Men are part of it,
Well,
they are, but there's so many fake trailers.
Yeah,
man.
One of them that was really I found funny was that it was Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom, and there's all the dead Kangs around him, and like they're all like all the different versions of Kang, like the Egyptian Pharaoh Kang, and yada yada, and like they're all dead. I'm like, they fired that dude. Yeah. They are not going to use his likeness in the movie, and if they did, he would sue the pants off of them.
Yeah.
So that's fake.
Yeah, it is. If you sit there and you go onto YouTube and you go Avengers Doomsday trailer, you're going to come up with like 30.
Just don't save yourself the trouble because it's not coming out for another friggin' year. So we're not going to get a legit trailer for probably another 6 months.
Yeah. And what they show in the trailers doesn't even tell you anything.
Yeah, no, right. That's the whole point. It's called a teaser. Yeah. All right, but first, let's do this. And now, your top nerd news stories from around the world, brought to you by the Viridian Tea Company. Find them on Etsy. And now, your top nerd news stories. All right, so topping us off, I'm going to do this for Scungy because this is his favorite little thing in the whole wide world.
It really is.
It's the only thing that makes him happy, and it would be The Muppet Show. And it's coming back, right, Scungy?
Yes, it's coming back in February.
Look at you. Here, let's take a look and listen. Of course, we're streaming live right now on ye old Facebook page, The Week in Geek Radio Show, and on YouTube at Twig Radio. You got to put the @ thing. And we're on Twitch at Twig_radio. So those are all the fun ways you can get involved in the show and watch the trailer along with us. Here we go.
the return of the Muppet Show.
Is it?
Back on the very stage where it all started and then ended, and is maybe starting again depending on how tonight goes.
You are an icon.
You're too sweet.
Go on.
It's always been a dream of mine to be here.
Got any other dreams?
February 4th.
There you go, the Muppet Show.
So, from what I understand, it's going to be like a test market or something. They're going to test it to see. It's going to be like a 2-episode event or something like that.
Okay.
And then they're going to see, depending on the feedback they get from that, they might, if they get positive feedback, they're going to relaunch the Muppet Show.
Oh.
I loved it. And that's where I got to watch, and that's where I learned variety TV from, was the Muppet Show.
Okay, so first, that's fine, and I don't want to rain on your parade or anything.
But you will.
Well, all right. So here's the thing. This is really from a simpler time. This is, Pepperidge Farm remembers. That's what this is. And like, look, trust me, I love the Muppets. Don't get me wrong. I love some Muppets. But it's from a different era and time when everyone would gather around the TV. The whole friggin' family would sit down to watch the show. I have vivid memories of my entire family sitting down to watch this damn show. And John Denver would come on, or Mark Hamill would show up, and it was always a big to-do. I mean, people would lose their minds over this stuff because everyone was talking about it. Now, with the advent of the streaming and everything else, it's not appointment television anymore. There's no such thing as appointment television anymore, except maybe with Stranger Things, but we'll get to that. But this in particular, it's not like only on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. We'll gather around the TV, folks, because our special guest this week is, Mark Hamill and Dolly Parton. I mean, like, they had the big names of the 70s and 80s, but that was a different time. And now, I mean, like, we've kind of sort of had this discussion and argument with my eldest child and just other fans of the show that are younger than us, like Gabby and stuff like that. That it's a completely different generation. And they can't wrap their minds around appointment television. They don't understand it, and they don't understand, like the marquee people, the super celebs that would come out and do whatever their hot track was, like John Denver doing "Take Me Home, Country Roads." I mean, people lost their friggin' marbles, man.
Well, I think, but that's the other thing that I like about him, which I think that might lend itself now, because one of the cool things about that show was you would take a celebrity, and it's almost like what Saturday Night Live does, but
mock them, but not mock them, correct?
But also, you would have these celebrities so a talent that you didn't know they had. They would they would dance. If they were like an actor, they might dance, they might sing, they might do comedy, they might do drama. They do stuff outside of what they're normally known for on a show like this, and you get to learn more about them. And that was one of the coolest things about the Muppet Show, which, if they're smart, that's how they would do it with this.
Do you think they're smart, though?
You know what? I'm a huge Muppet fan. Everybody knows that. I really like what Jason Segel did in the reboot in like 2011 or something like that. But that was that was a pure passion love project, which is a good thing, but also a bad thing, because he was too holden to the old ways and not trying to move the IP forward.
Okay.
So where it's great, oh my God, I love this nostalgia, but nobody knew was going to come to it. Well, this has got like Seth Rogen, and that was Sabrina Carpenter, who's humongous right now. So I'm thinking they're going to try to use that maybe celebrity power to bring newer people in and try to change the format a little bit.
So I think what they'll have to do is they're going to have to repackage it somehow and really hit a broader audience. I mean, they're going to have to advertise the bejesus out of this thing. I mean, it's going to get any sort of traction, they're going to have to do something along the lines of like rap battles or like lip sync battles with Tom
Holland and Zendaya. So that was great.
They need something like that to pull people in, because like what I was saying about arguing with my kids about it is that we were joking about how if you recast a Cannonball Run movie, like the amount of mega stars with like Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr., but Burt
Reynolds, Dom DeLuise,
the crying lady, the lady who always cries. From Steel Magnolias.
No, sure. Oh, Sally Field.
Sally Field.
She wasn't in Cannonball Run. That's Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, same smell. They all smell the same. And you got to get a monkey, but nobody's.
But Shirley MacLaine was in Steel Magnolias, and she was in Cannonball Run too.
Well, see, look, there you go. You're such a nerd, Scunch.
Thank you. I try.
Well played. Okay, so all right, we got to take our first break. So when we come back, though, we'll continue this conversation. We got a whole bunch of stuff to get to tonight. And on the other side of the break, that little red microphone button, we got something new from David Ford.
Oh, we've got a new news story?
David Ford was out reporting, and I think he might have taken his life in his own hands. He talked to somebody who, I don't know, they weren't happy. They weren't happy. So we'll find out about that on the other side of the break. This is The Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Junior Achievement of Greater New Orleans is approaching a major milestone. 1 million students served. For 70 years, we've empowered youth with the skills to succeed in work and life. From financial literacy to career readiness, Junior Achievement is shaping tomorrow's leaders today. Now, with your help, we can reach the next million students. Donate today to build a stronger future for generations to come. Visit jagno.org to learn more.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit MortgageGumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter?
In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful. For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney of offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
Warmest wishes for a joyous holiday season and a happy new year to you. Enjoy your quality time with family and loved ones from your friends at iHeartRadio and Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers.
From the studio who brought you the #1 podcast, The Piketon Massacre, this is Murder 101.
A group of high school students started a project to research a string of unsolved murders.
Those murders happened in the mid-1980s.
He's out there doing stuff. He just didn't stop.
What if this guy's still alive? Like, what if he comes after us?
For 3 decades, the mystery remained unsolved.
It wasn't just a class assignment, it was real life.
These women really deserve justice. They were just living their lives and they had their whole lives ahead of them.
There's a pretty good chance he's still alive.
It was a little scary, I'm not gonna lie.
Once you start getting a few tips or a few leads, then the cold case isn't so cold anymore.
What seemed like an ordinary high school class turned out to be anything but.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
My name is Optimus Prime, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. Autobots, transform and roll out.
Welcome back back in to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host D Squared along with
Scunji.
And we are streaming live right now on the Facebook page, The Week in Geek Radio Show. Also on YouTube at, you gotta put that little @ Twig Radio. And on the Twitch stream, Twig_radio. TWIG.
You can spell.
Well,
I'm
no,
so proud. The system works, ladies and gentlemen. The system
I
works.
apparently do not enunciate properly because sometimes my inner yak comes out.
Yeah.
And so it's the Week in Geek.
Not the Weekend Geek.
No, not this Week in Geek. It's the Week in Geek.
Enunciation.
Yeah.
Use those words from the diaphragm.
It's being from the South, but also, my new gig, I'm the night DJ on the all-new Voodoo 103.7. So
you're on the radio even more? Good Lord.
Yeah. But you know what ends up happening? I noticed that Friday night is the Friday night block party, so I do a 5-hour show. And so, I'm throwing in some oldies but goodies, so I'm having a good old time. More of my New Orleans East hood comes out. So by 11 p.m., I'm like, hey, where you at, bro? Like all of a sudden I'm kind of, my skin pigmentation changed. When you listen to me, that's why AD and them sometimes are like, you sure you white? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm white.
You mean like what happened at that circus that time?
Yes. It's something. Look, I was the only white kid on my block. Shut up. Leave me alone, man. So, all right. Now, we strongly urge you to check out the Facebook page, The Week in Geek. And, of course, follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio and the Instagram's The Week in Geek. Now, you can also download, you can listen to us live on the iHeartRadio podcast, but you can also leave us a 30-second message on that pretty, beautiful
candy-like button.
Red button. Here we go. Be a part of the show. Download that free iHeartRadio app. Go to News Talk 99.5 WRNO and click that little red microphone button.
Well, hello there.
And you too can be a part of the show, just like this.
David Ford, BBC World Service here with the Street Beat. Hello, young lady. Did you have a jolly good Christmas?
No.
Well, why not?
Because Santa didn't bring me the lightsaber I wanted.
Oh, well then what else did you ask for?
I asked for a reboot of the prequel trilogy.
So tell me, what color lightsaber did you get, young girl?
A red one.
Oh, right then. Good day.
Next time it could be you. Download that free iHeartRadio app, go to News Talk 99.5 WRNO and click that little red microphone button.
Well, hello there.
It sounds like Santa was pretty spot on with the color lightsaber that she did.
I'm beginning to think so, and I think we might need a new reporter pretty soon because he's going to have to get some hazard pay or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, because I've got a job for him. I'm going to have to send him out because. On the 18th, January 18th, we'll be back at Go4 Games doing, our show live there, but we'll also be playing our Monster Squad game. We'll be playing the Monster Squad game, but I'm also going to be starting to run a G.I. Joe campaign. And so it's interesting because I've been putting, I guess... I don't know what the word is. I've been putting a lot of work in that I probably don't need to be doing, but I've been doing it anyway.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wait a minute. So, here we go. So, the name of the strike force, that the Joe team that they're going to be playing is called Sound Front.
Sound Front.
So most of them are going to be old disc jockeys. One's a roadie. One is a drummer, a bass player. Stacks of wax, mounds of sound, all designed to get you down. And that right there is none other than Shock Jock. But
Shock Jock.
Oh my God. That is Shock Jock.
That's a G.I. Joe name if I've ever heard one.
And he is a tech guy. His name is Hot Mike because he's got a little drone that's got microphones and parabolic microphones. He's like the guy.
He was on the punk station, wasn't he?
Yes, he is. He's the alt guy. And now this guy
he's a Pacific Islander.
So there's his name, Anchorman. He's doing the Maori haka right there.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing, the Maori haka. So all right. I got to say this because
is he as big as the tank, or is that just
so? Initially, they had him standing on the tank. AI is kind of doesn't understand ratio and shapes, so I'm like, can you put it in the back this time, AI? So I put it in the back, but he's still. So I don't know. Just go with it, Scudgy. Stop asking questions. But AI, this is an AI song, and what I put into this song, I said I want a G.I. Joe type theme song, but I want some 80s metal to it, and I want it to be Soundfront Strike Force, and the Soundfront's Gonna Rock Cobra. Those are the things I put in there with a catchy hook, and oh my God, AI did not fail me again. We got the Monster Squad theme song, now we have the new Soundfront Strike Force G.I. Joe theme song. Here we go. Yo, Joe!
From Strike Force, the real American heroes. Soundfront is there. It's Soundfront versus Cobra, the enemy fighting to save the day. They never give up, they're always there. Soundfront is here.
He goes on for like another 30 seconds, and it's awesome, dude.
Good
dude,
Lord.
The
that
hook
sounds
is so
like Sammy
awesome.
Hagar.
Dude, like, and I'm listening to it. Dean and I were driving in the car, so he's got my phone, and I got the Suno app, which is the AI music song generator. And so I'm driving, he's got my phone, and I'm telling him what to type in there. So he's typing it in, and we get these first two songs, and they were okay. Like, it had like the feel, but it wasn't hitting the hooks right. It wasn't hitting the choruses at all. Like, it was like Cobra, the enemy. I'm like, what the hell? There's no space. Like, it's Cobra, the enemy. Don't put a space there, you stupid AI.
Cobra, the
enemy. But so they got money out of me, Scunchy. I spent money.
What? Wait, what?
I know,
what?
right? This is
what?
As cheap as I am. I ended up spending $10. I had funny money on PayPal, like PayPal. I had funny money on there. So we could only hear the first 20 or 30 seconds of the other cuts that they had because they gave me 4 options, but I could only hear the first 2 for free. And we listened to it and it was like, Soundfront, go by. I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, I need to hear the rest. I need the rest of the song. And so $10 later, it's mine now. I spent money. I spent money on that song.
People out there in Radio Land, you have no idea how big of a deal this is. All right?
It's a
Somebody just gave a loaded gun to a baby. That's what I'm
Oh my God, dude. Like, so I've been going to town, man. I've been going to town, and the images I get from Copilot, Microsoft Copilot.
Is it $10 per song, or
no,
just
$10 a month?
Okay.
So and I can make unlimited songs and all this kind of stuff. So I'll probably just keep it for the month and then be done.
Yeah, you'll probably sit there for a month going like, I need to make 17 million songs.
Yeah, right. So I'll make a bunch of songs because like I think
He's still cheap, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm still really, really cheap. All right, now let's close that out. Now we only got a few more minutes in this segment, so let's talk about Malcolm in the Middle, the rebirth, or the encore season. I don't know what you want to call it because it's coming back. And oh yeah, Cobra.
You pressed the wrong button.
No, I just didn't turn the other music off.
Oh, okay.
All right,
that makes sense.
Here we go. You're not the boss of me now. After 19 years. They're back.
My life is fantastic now. All I had to do is stay away from my family. Malcolm has been intentionally hiding himself from this family for years.
By comparison, Reese looks pretty good.
You can't spend the rest of your life hiding and denying your family even exists.
Worked perfectly until they showed up.
Feel unfair. On Hulu and Disney.
On Hulu and Disney.
Yep, February, I think it was.
I never really watched a lot of the original show. I watched I watched here and there. I watched episodes, but I didn't like binge it. I didn't watch all of it.
So what was funny though is it was in kind of like My Name is Earl, like constant syndication.
Yeah.
And so I never saw a whole bunch of them live when they first came out, but then I would see it in syndication, and always when the older brother went off to join the military, and like it was
those episodes.
He always reminded me of Steve Martin's character in that
Sergeant Bilko.
Sergeant Bilko. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, that's what he's doing. He is Sergeant friggin' Bilko. But
man, it's a popular show.
And the thing is, it was one of those little capsules in time, and I hope they're not planning on making this a big deal. Like if they should just do like a season and just kind of.
It says it's like an event, so it's like 4 episodes.
Oh well, good.
So
good.
it's not like a full.
That's better because it would be silly to do a whole like, okay, we're gonna make one season and then the second season we'll see what happens. It's like, no, please don't do that. Whatever you do, please do not do that. Just bring the guys back, have fun, and then get the hell out of there. That's how you're supposed to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's what made Bryan Cranston,
Oh my God, dude! Yeah, before Breaking Bad, I mean, he was the dad in his underwear. That was it. He was that guy.
He was that guy, and whatever the girl's name is.
All right, so we got our next break coming up. When we come back, we got to talk about Madden and Nicolas Cage in a fat suit. Because,
boom, tough acting, shit acting.
Oh God. This is the Weekly Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO comes from the Mortgage Gumbo Studios.
Your locally trusted home loan lender. Mortgage Gumbo, Dad can.
Serving the Louisiana hobby and games community for over 12 years, Gopher Games has prided itself on offering the very best in personalized customer service, unique experience-based events, and premium amenities for our Gopher Academy members, such as after-hours private gaming space, full immersion RPG room, rotating board game library, and coming soon a video game arcade. So join the Gopher community at 4953 West Napoleon Avenue. For more info, go to gophergamesnola.com or the Gopher Discord. Gopher Games, where you got game.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Get ready to unleash your potential at CrossFit Grigri. Are you tired of ordinary gyms? Say hello to extraordinary results. At CrossFit Grigri, we're not just a gym, we're a family. Join our community of passionate individuals who seek to better themselves, help those around them, and find enjoyment in doing both. Experience personalized training, expert coaching, and a supportive environment that fuels your fitness journey. Learn more at CrossFitGrigri.com or follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. CrossFit Grigri, where the potions in the programming and the magic's in the community.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
This is Jim. Hello. Jim started advertising with iHeartRadio way back in April. And now...
I have customers out the door!
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah? It's easy. All you have to do is own or manage a business and reach out to iHeart. Get started today at 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
Just know that I want you back. One of the Hyam sisters is now married. Esty Hyam is the oldest of the 3 sisters in the sibling rock band. On New Year's Eve, the 39-year-old married tech entrepreneur Jonathan Levin at a ceremony in California.
Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have.
The country legend told The New Yorker this week that singing for an hour is good for you. His daughter Amy agreed and added, "I think it's literally keeping him alive." The article says the 92-year-old Nelson is determined to live many more years and that his tour dates have been strategically planned so he doesn't overdo it. The next Willie Nelson show is scheduled for April 17th in California.
You were always on my mind.
I'm Monica Nelson.
More classic cartoon and comic book characters are set to enter the public domain in 2026. Mark Mayfield explains.
Yes, you're driving me crazy. What did I
Betty Boop and Blondie are just two of the intellectual properties whose 95-year U.S. copyright maximum has been reached, meaning January 1st was the first day that creators can use and repurpose them without permission or payment. Other works entering the public domain include All Quiet on the Western Front, William Faulkner's As I Lay Dying, and Georgia on My Mind. I'm Mark Mayfield.
That's entertainment. I'm Jacqueline Carl.
Hello, this is Ethan Peck, Mr. Spock in Star Trek Discovery, and this is The Week in Geek.
Welcome back in to The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
Scungy.
And we are live here in the palatial iHeart Studios
Palatial.
this week. Palatial.
That's a fancy word.
Yeah. And so next week, you and I are going to be over at Fan Expo NOLA.
You will be like a chicken with your head cut off.
I'm going to be busy. I've got a few panels, and there's been a little bit of a shakeup. I don't think any actors canceled, but their schedules changed somehow. So Joey Pants, who was supposed to be on the Dean Norris panel, is no longer going to be on that panel, but he will be doing a solo panel Saturday at 11, and I'll be hosting that one. So I'll because they offered me Elijah Wood. They said, "What? They're like, do you want Elijah Wood or Joey Pants?" And I'm like, well, I got Joey in the Dean Norris panel. And he goes, "Well, no, you don't, because he's no longer able to do that one, so we're giving him a different panel." And I'm like, well, you know what? I interviewed him, so you know what? I think I'd rather finally, be able to get a face-to-face with him. So
I just watched a movie with him last week.
Dude, he's in so many, it's almost impossible not to find him.
Yeah, but I watched a bad movie with him in it.
Oh, Bad Boys?
No. Ready to Rumble.
Oh my God! I just watched that like 2 months ago. Oh, which poster do you have? The one where you're like
this, or the one like this? No.
That is the greatest movie ever.
It's terrible, but I love it.
Do me next, crown me, crown me. Do me next. Oh, yes, that's God, good movie.
Yes.
So
you're gonna have to bring that up in a panel.
You know what? So this is what's weird though too. So look, if y'all want to hit me up on Messenger or on Instagram. I can put in some questions. So what they're doing now, they're no longer going to take questions from the audience. They're not going to hand the microphone off. I think they wanted to kind of speed things up a bit because the panels are only going to be about 45. We're not insulting Ready to Rumble, Don Cooper. We're professing our undying love for that movie. Yes. But they wanted to streamline it, I think. And so they're basically going to have some pre-filled questions, but they said that I could, put in my own questions too.
That's interesting.
So, well...
I get it, but I mean that's kind of one of the big things about a fan interaction is going to the panel and being able to I want to ask him this question. I want to know what he had for breakfast today. It doesn't matter; they get to answer that question.
Well, so I think the thought process behind it is that they try to make sure that the questions are more
relevant.
Yeah, as opposed to just like, so did you like acting in that movie? Because sometimes I want to walk off the stadium, the podium, and be like, "Pop, shut up! Ask a real question, dipstick." So but then you do occasionally get some really good questions out there. But a lot of times it's just like, was it fun talking to so and so? It's like, Jesus, shut up, dude.
I like it. I like it a lot.
So I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be putting in some questions. So I'm letting our audience know if they want to ask some questions. send them to the Week in Geek, and I'll take a look at them. I'll throw them in.
There you go.
I gotta send it to him by January 7th.
Look at you sharing the wealth.
But so I got Joey Pants on now Saturday at 11. They added that one. I got James Marsters at noon, but on Friday at 4 o'clock, I just got the one panel with
Judith Hogue.
April O'Neil. Haig Hogue, I don't know, whatever. April O'Neil. So,
but it's a Halloween Town panel, right?
It's Halloween Town, but that don't mean nothing. I mean, how's she gonna not talk about the freaking turtles?
Exactly.
Okay, I mean, she's gonna talk about the turtles. I mean, the whole freaking turtle, the turtle squad will be there, man. Yeah. But then on Saturday, I have Helen Hunt at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I think. But they might have moved her. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on with that one. And I haven't gotten the updated schedule.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, everything on Sunday is the same with Dean Norris. It's just Joey Pants won't be on that panel, but Dean Norris will. So I'll still be doing that panel, and then I'll still have all the Weasleys at like 3
And you also have that Broadway panel as well.
Oh, and so the Broadway panel, it's really it's 3 out of they've got 4 has-been hotel guests, and 3 of them are on that panel, and then the other girl I believe is from Wicked, and so
Lily Cooper, I believe her name is.
And it's funny though too because Don Cooper will remember this. I started a riot at CoastCon by saying the first song in Has-Been Hotel, the very first episode, sounded very much like Frozen. And
that's fair.
It does.
It's a great show, though. I actually watched all the first season.
I think they thought I was poo-pooing on their show, but I was like, no, I'm just saying it. That's what it sounded like. Yeah. And so I'm definitely asking that question. Yes. So I think it's in my contract to start some sort of riot or disturbance at the event for me to get paid. That's the only way I can get paid is if I actually.
We had the wedding last year.
Yeah, and our whatever that other thing was. So yeah, right. So yeah, the phantom party that we had. Who knows what the hell that was about?
Oh,
we're back though.
We're back.
Screw it. We're back, and I got a promotion.
Yes,
I fail upwards. You are correct.
Fail upwards.
I fail upwards.
Thank God they have goldfish minds.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about failing upwards and freaking Nicolas Cage. That is the perfect segue. His new movie's coming out like next year. Well, I guess it's now this year because it's 2026. He's playing John Madden. Now, Christian Bale is in there. And when you see
For those of you who don't know, John Madden was a famous commentator, football commentator and coach.
And he was a noted plane hater. He did not like to fly. That's why he had the Madden bus and drove across the country when he would have to go to an LA game or a New York game. He would drive his bus.
Yep.
Because he's like, I ain't getting on no damn plane. Nope, that's not happening. But let's look at Nicolas Cage in a fat suit because that's all this really is.
There's only one John Madden. They didn't make another one. He is one of a kind. Football wouldn't be football without him.
It looks like an idiot.
I have no idea where we are, who we are, where we're coming from, or who we're throwing to. Very interesting.
At least Pat Summerall seems more like the guy who's playing Pat Summerall seems more.
There it is. All right. I mean, look, he looks like Madden in the body. Like he's wearing the fat suit and those god-awful pants from the 70s that they all wore. But my God, look at his face. It's Nick Cage in a fat suit, bruh. That's all it is. It's awful. It's awful.
He doesn't sound like
he doesn't sound like Madden.
Unless he sits and go when the receiver catches the ball in the end zone, it's a touchdown.
And the team with the most points at the end usually wins the game. Oh my God,
turducken.
So, turducken. I don't even know what to think about this movie because, like, John Madden was a larger-than-life character. So,
absolutely. Does he still have the tag on the pants?
No, that's what it looks like. Who knows? All right, so we were alive when he was coaching, but we were not old enough to understand.
Yes. I my experience of John Madden is Monday Night Football.
Right, that was mine as well, and then Madden NFL football games.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you can't.
Madden '98 goes down in history as the greatest one. And then they always had the arrow play. I always just use the arrow play.
The arrow play, yeah.
They have three guys doing slants, and one of them's going to be open.
One of them's going to be open. But, I mean, I'm with you. It's like Nick Cage. I mean, Who sat there and went, you know who's going to play this huge, larger-than-life personality? Nick Cage. That's who we need to get.
I mean, I guess he's got the frenetic energy of a young John Madden, but dear God, he
looks like he's played him throughout his entire life.
He looks nothing like him. He doesn't sound anything like him. I guess I don't know, bro. This one really kind of has me nervous because I will say this.
I'm interested in the movie.
Yeah, but it's probably not gonna be a very good movie. I think that's gonna be the problem because he's gonna be so distracting. His god awful makeup job and that god awful wig they got on him. It's just gonna be too distracting.
He's just gonna be playing Nick Cage.
I just want to make sure that they don't screw over my boy Michael Jackson with his movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
Because damn it, look, I got no bones about it. I love Michael Jackson. I will fight anybody. Michael Jackson is the king of damn pop. I will punch you in the face. We will fight over that because he's the damn king of pop.
No, he's not.
Story.
He's Captain EO.
Oh, my God. Shut your face. All right. Well, Emily Ballard needs details about the panel with Elijah Wood. Okay, so I am actually not doing so I ended up turning Elijah Wood down. That's I know, right? Well,
tisk.
They shuffled some of his stuff around too. Mm-hmm. Now I might end up getting him later. I don't even know because my full schedule didn't come back. But it was either Joey because first I was like, yeah, give me Elijah because I was like, it's freaking Elijah Wood, man.
Yeah.
I want to talk to Frodo. Give me some Frodo. But then he's like, well, Joey Pants isn't going to be on that other panel. So I was like, yeah, I really want to meet Joey Pants, like because I've already interviewed him over the phone for the radio show. I would like to actually meet the guy. All right, so when we come back, we are going to talk about another actor who is just a whore. He will take a paycheck for anything, and it's Sir Ben Kingsley, who has never met a role
I knew this was
he
coming.
does not like. And we're going to talk about that. And Wonder Man.
Wunderkind?
Wunderbar. This is the Wunderbar Viking Geek, yeah?
Yeah?
I will ask the questions. You want to hear my Nazi knock-knock joke?
Knock-knock.
Who's there? Ah, we out. The what? Shut up. Bye.
Junior Achievement of Greater New Orleans is approaching a major milestone. 1 million students served. For 70 years, we've empowered youth with the skills to succeed in work and life. From financial literacy to career readiness, Junior Achievement is shaping tomorrow's leaders today. Now, with your help, we can reach the next million students. Donate today to build a stronger future for generations to come. Visit jagno.org to learn more.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit MortgageGumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter? In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful. For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney of offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
I'm Stephen Curry, and this is Gentleman's Cut. I think what makes Gentleman's Cut different is me being a part of, developing the profile of this beautiful finished product. With every sip, you get a little something different.
Visit gentleman'scutbourbon.com or your nearest Total Wines or Bevmo. This message is intended for audiences 21 and older. Gentleman's Cut Bourbon, Boone County, Kentucky. For more on Gentleman's Cut Bourbon, please visit gentleman'scutbourbon.com. Please enjoy responsibly.
Make WRNO your #1 preset on our free iHeartRadio app, powered by Dudley DeBosier, official injury lawyers of the New Orleans Saints. Call 444-4444.
That's 444-4444.
Non-attorney spokesperson Chad Dudley, New Orleans. Welcome back to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Like them on Facebook at The Week in Geek Radio Show. Here's D Squared.
Welcome back in to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host D Squared, along with
Scungy,
and I fired my kid.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. No, he's supposedly sick.
This generation, man. This generation.
I swear. We're screwed, man. We're screwed.
We really are.
We're just screwed. We're screwed. All right. So, Ben Kingsley hasn't met a job Sir Ben Kingsley has never met a job he didn't like. But I figured we would take this segment and talk about all the Marvel stuff that's going on, because we were talking last week because we got the Captain America. I'm sorry, the Steve Rogers trailer. You got to be that is very important factoid.
Yes.
Is that they said Steve Rogers will return, not Captain America, not Nomad, Steve Rogers. Now we have, and this is an official trailer. This is Thor, and when we last saw Thor, he was a daddy.
Yeah,
and so now he's Daddy Thor, and I don't know, I guess he could pray to his dad, but Odin is dead, so I don't know if you're able to still talk to a dead god. I'm not sure. You know what? I don't know how all these mythic things work, but here, let's take a look at it. And we're streaming live on the Facebook page, the Week in Geek Radio Show, also on YouTube at Twig Radio, and the Twitch channel, Twig_radio. Here we go. Boop.
Father.
All Father.
All my life, I have answered every call. To honor, duty, to war. But now fate has given me something I never sought. A child. A life untouched by the storm. Lend me the strength of the old fathers, so that I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy, and return home to her. Not as a warrior, but as warmth. To teach her not battle, but stillness. The kind I never knew. Please, Father, heed my words.
Well, it sounded like the Fallout. War never changes. Thor never changes. Yeah. Thor will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Okay. All right. So
thoughts, sir?
Yeah. So are we going to do this with every single superhero that is in this damn movie? Is everybody? I say, oh, wait a minute. Pedro Pascal will return in this. Daredevil will return in this. Ant-Man is going to return. Then you're going to start getting, it's like they're going to run out of trailers, and then they're going to start.
No, but they're not going to run out of trailers. You saw how long that list of chairs were?
Yes.
The musical chairs.
Are they going to do it for every damn person with a chair?
Probably. So they could probably do 2 per month. They could probably do like 2 a month. And that'll get us to 11 months from now.
Oh, God.
So you know what I found very interesting with that was whoever wrote it was really good. Like they wrote it like as if they were like some sort of epic thing, like Homer. It was
like
very
a poet, like
like I'm just like, who's this Thor? I guess
he's
he's really
dad
grown.
now.
Yeah, now he was using the dad vocabulary.
Yes.
So,
he's a dad now. Even though Love and Thunder was not the best Thor movie, still better than Dark World. But there's not a lot that's worse than Dark World.
I liked Dark World though.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't. Dude, the fever dream that was Taika Waititi's Love and Thunder. I mean,
that's what like. It was kind of
so. All right, moving on in the world of Marvel. So Wonder Man, and this is an interesting one because like apparently like it's illegal to be a superhero now. So
the Sokovia Accords, remember?
Yeah. I get that, but I mean it is interesting to see that stated here, and I can't exactly remember Wonder Man's powers because I remember having the Wonder Man comic and the guy. Sometimes he would grow big. He had like a bunch of weird ass different powers, so I don't even remember that one. So, all right, here we go. Like the Wonder Man trailer. Da-na-na-na-na.
You got this, man.
You got it. This is Simon. Hi, Simon.
Go out there and crush it.
He's got a secret scungy. Oh God, there he is. Hi, Trevor. He used to be an actor.
Where have I seen him before? Pretty sure he used to be a terrorist.
This is intense.
Let's not give him any strange energy to pick up on. We both have a lot riding on this, Simon.
Why would you say that?
Come in. Mr. Kovac will meet you in the living room.
Amazing.
Amazing. Bob Kovac.
A superhero remake. Not exactly what we'd expect from an Oscar-winning director.
This is the role. It's everything. If I get this close and I miss,
I'm gonna need you to sign this to confirm you don't have superpowers.
Yes. Yeah. Streaming January 27th.
I need to be in this movie. Zah! I was born to play this character.
Acting.
This is some of everything you've experienced. The joy, sadness, loss, heartbreak.
Oh, whoopsie.
The Department of Damage Control considers Simon Williams an extraordinary threat.
Academy Award winner Sir Ben Kingsley.
Gandhi.
What?
Are you gonna use super speed or what?
I'm gonna use my car, Trevor.
Does that mean you do or do not have super speed?
Let's go!
God help us.
Okay, all right. I actually like this.
Okay.
Because Marvel has been taking itself way too seriously lately.
Agreed.
And this kind of seems like it's like, hey, we get it. We know.
So, I like that they actually use the word superhero fatigue in one of their own commercials.
Yes.
That means they are finally admitting that it might actually be a thing.
That's why I'm like, I'm actually interested in this. Until I saw this trailer, I really didn't give a damn about this. But I saw this trailer, and now I'm like, you know what? You got me intrigued because I kind of want to see where they're going with this to maybe... You know, like, hey, look, we know there's a lot not going right with this MCU. let's steer into the skid, you know?
Well, so I'm kind of sort of there with you on the same thing. I think this one is really not going to be a superhero story. It's more of like a dude who has powers but doesn't really want to be a superhero, which, you know, there's
Nobody
so many,
ever thinks that.
There's so many stories like that, though. I mean, like, there's always, you know, the reluctant hero.
Yeah.
That's a pretty common trope. Yeah. I mean, but for this one, I mean, he's having to hide his superpowers because now it's sort of like, I guess, illegal. I am interested to see that because either I just don't recall.
So his powers are immense super strength, speed, and durability.
Yeah.
He's nearly invulnerable and capable of flight and energy blast.
Yep. Yeah, he's got a lot of powers. He's got a lot of powers. So it'll be interesting. Like Sir Ben Kingsley, I mean, like, dear Lord. I mean, that character was funny in Iron Man 3. I mean, I was so pissed off that the Mandarin ended up being a joke and that the other dorky guy was air quote the Mandarin. I mean, that dude, you just took all the heritage of that character and just
I know when you get that reveal, because I was like sitting there watching, I'm like, wait a minute, the Mandarin's going to be the bad guy,
Right.
and you saw him with that wig.
You will never see me coming.
And you're like, oh, okay, this is cool, this is cool.
Right.
And then when you finally see the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, and he comes out going, wait, spray in the air,
Yeah.
just like out of Friday. I smelled your stink for so many years, kid.
It's like,
do not go
aw.
in there. Somebody light a match.
It's like, oh,
I'm like, what the hell just happened?
And this is why Iron Man 3 is probably the worst Marvel movie.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close. So, all right, we got to wrap up hour number 1, hour
Numero
2.
uno.
I know, dude. Where does the time go, Scungy? Where does the time
I
go?
don't know. You know what? We thought we were going to we're going to have 2 hours. We're going to have so much time. And
I mean, look, and we still got all this stuff to talk about with the PS5 jailbreak scenarios, Stranger Things, Fallout. We got all that to recap in the next hour. So stick around for that. And of course, if you want to watch along at home, we're streaming on YouTube at Twig Radio and on Twitch, Twig_radio, and on ye old Facebook page, The Week in Geek Radio Show. All right, hour 1 is in the books. Hour 2 is coming up. This is The Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Are you running for office and have a message you want every voter in your district to hear? Well, that's where radio comes in. Radio is your direct line to morning commuters, midday grinders, and late nighters. Radio puts your message right where your voters are. Plus, it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country. Even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on air in just 48 hours. 844-844-IHEART. That's 844-844-IHEART.
We know you're loving the new preset feature on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
So cool, thank you.
But did you know that you can make almost anything a preset? Your favorite local station, sure, but your favorite podcast, that amazing playlist you made for free, even iHeart stations you can't get on the radio, like 24/7 Beatles and iHeart 80s.
That's a game changer.
Whatever you choose, it's as easy as a tap to make a preset. Find out what everyone's talking about and get the new and improved free iHeartRadio app today.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO FM, New Orleans, an iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human.
Date for an ousted leader. I'm Kathleen Maloney, Fox News. Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro and his wife are expected to be arraigned tomorrow after their capture in a U.S. military operation.
Nicolas Maduro will be driven from the federal detention facility to the federal courthouse for tomorrow's arraignment. It all started last night when hundreds of people waved Venezuelan flags and cheered for Maduro's downfall as he arrived at the Metropolitan Detention Center. But today, a different gathering. Protesters chanting "Release Maduro" right now and condemning the U.S. military action that got us to this point. Attorney General Pam Bondi said he'll face the full wrath of American justice when announcing the 4-count superseding indictment against him. Prosecutors allege Maduro ran a corrupt, illegitimate government powered by drug trafficking that flooded the U.S. with thousands of tons of cocaine. Maduro was charged alongside his wife, his son, and 3 others.
Fox's CB Cotton. Venezuelan Americans in Florida are celebrating Maduro's removal. Fox's Andrea Linares is in Doral.
There's a real sense of renewed hope in South Florida as Venezuelans have been advocating for this moment for decades. Hundreds of people are expected to gather to attend a large rally here in the city of Doral. So this morning at Our Lady of Guadalupe Church, which serves Catholics in the city of Doral, emotional parishioners have been praying for the future of their home country of Venezuela.
We know that it's a complicated situation, but we feel happy.
For now, most people remain cautiously optimistic.
The capture of Maduro sparking protests in several cities. Protesters calling the U.S. operation illegal. America is listening to Fox News.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO comes from the Mortgage Gumbo Studios.
Your locally trusted home loan lender, MortgageGumbo.com.
The music we listen to all year long.
The anthems that were our soundtrack for 2025.
And the stars who made the songs we love.
We'll all be celebrated.
Let's get it started. March 26th, live from Los Angeles. Coming back to Fox.
Be here as our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Award nominees are announced. Thursday at 8 a.m.
Serving the Louisiana hobby and games community for over 12 years, Gopher Games has prided itself on offering the very best in personalized customer service, unique experience-based events, and premium amenities for our Gopher Academy members, such as after-hours private gaming space, full immersion RPG room, rotating board game library, and coming soon a video game arcade. So join the Gopher community at 4953 West Napoleon Avenue. For more info, go to gophergamesnola.com or the Gopher Discord. Gopher Games, where you got game.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Get ready to unleash your potential at CrossFit Grigri. Are you tired of ordinary gyms? Say hello to extraordinary results. At CrossFit Grigri, we're not just a gym, we're a family. Join our community of passionate individuals who seek to better themselves, help those around them, and find enjoyment in doing both. Experience personalized training, expert coaching, and a supportive environment that fuels your fitness journey. Learn more at CrossFitGrigri.com or follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. CrossFit Grigri, where the potions and the programming and the magic in the community.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
A decade ago, I was on the trail of one of the country's most elusive serial killers. But it wasn't until 2023 when he was finally caught. The answers were there, hidden in plain sight. So why did it take so long to catch him? I'm Josh Zeman, and this is Monster, Hunting the Long Island Serial Killer, the investigation into the most notorious killer in New York since the Son of Sam. Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search Monster Hunting the Long Island Serial Killer and listen now.
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is the Week in Geek with David D. Squared, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Heard live on News Talk 99.5 WRNO and the iHeartRadio app. Here's D Squared.
Greetings, people of Earth. This is the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
Scungy.
And we are in hour number two, where we're streaming live on the Facebook page, The Week in Geek Radio Show, and on YouTube at Twig Radio, and on Twitch, Twig_radio. Friend of the show, Eric Ballard, apparently his son Xavier has a theory, kind of harebrained, but apparently he's got some he brought receipts, apparently. So the concept is that the little circle around the A in Avengers, depending upon how far around that circle goes, is whether or not the Avengers win. And so, like in, what was it, in Infinity...
Infinity War, they lost.
Yes, they lost, and it was only partial circle, but in Endgame, they won, and it was looped around the A. So now he's predicting Avengers lose Secret Wars and win Doomsday. And he's like, it would be crazy if an 11-year-old ends up being right. Actually, I think he will probably end up being right.
Yes.
Because it'll probably end on some sort of like, Empire Strikes Back sort of scenario where it's like, oh no, our heroes, whatever shall they do? Well, they're the heroes. They're going to win in the end. So you got to have something. You got to have they gotta have some skin in the game, and so they gotta be like, how do they overcome this? Tune in next time for the Avengers Doomsday or whatever.
Tune in next week when we see what Superman can do.
So, I mean, so look, we were talking about the Thor trailer and the Steve Rogers trailer, and so I mean, look, we got a year, bro. I mean, so we got a long time,
which means we have a year of them releasing these teaser trailers every.
Yeah, there was like 20 people in the chairs, so we'll probably have like 20 more little vignette trailers.
Yes, you're going to have,
and it would all be just like this dumb stuff like
Pizza Popper, Pizza Popper returns in the game.
And Ant-Man will just be like, "Oh, Callie, yay, Callie, let's go do fun stepfather and dad stuff, yay!" You know, shut up, man. So, that's what we're gonna get. All right, so Stranger Things. For those who have not seen the finale, let's come on. We promised that we would talk about this, and we need to talk about it.
All right.
So, Stranger Things, the finale happened, and to rewind it a bit.
Spoilers, by the way.
Spoilers, yeah. If you haven't seen it, I mean, well, come on. You were on vacation last week, y'all. You're slipping. You know, watch the damn show. So Will came out to all his friends, and it was a big deal. And then people got pissed off about it and like review bombed the hell out of it. It's like, oh my God, how dare they have a gay character? You know, it's like, no, just shut up, y'all. You know what they were complaining about? It was so long. He just kept talking. And I complained about that. But the reason I complained about it is because they gave every single actor in the show their one Oscar moment sort of thing to shine. And it's so funny because remember I was bitching about Sadie Sink, Holly and Max.
The portal's open, run!
God bless the internet.
Oh, God.
They came up with they started calling it the Holly and Max relationship podcast, and so they started photoshopping in headphones and microphones as they're sitting there in the upside down talking.
Yeah.
When you got Vecna chasing you, and there's the exit, and you're gonna sit there and talk about boys.
Yeah.
Come on, what the hell's wrong with you?
Hey, caller, how are you? You're in with Pod Talk.
It's like butter. It's like butter. So the Will thing, and people started, crapping all over that. It's like, whatever, get over it, because it paid off a few things, because it paid off stuff from the previous season where there was this whole awkwardness between him and his best friend, and he had a thing for his best friend. It is what it is. But then the final episode, you kind of get a few more people get like their little moment in the sun. But the finale, honestly, I enjoyed it. I really thought they tied up pretty much everything. And there's a bunch, I keep seeing these stupid clickbait articles where it's like, oh, the Duffer brothers left us hanging on these 5 unsolved or unfinished plot lines. And like, one of them was like, whatever happened to Dustin's girlfriend? Well, she probably joined a commune. You saw what kind of weird ass place she was living.
You know
so
what,
they broke up off screen.
They
Get
broke up
over it.
because he was an idiot and he was angry, and they grew apart because of what happened with.
You're just making crap up.
No, that's basically probably what had to happen.
Well, that's headcanon.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It doesn't really matter because she was never a main character. She was an integral part and
season 3
and gave us the greatest love story song ever. True. Turn around. That was classic.
Oh, it was.
They're being chased by the giant monster, and here they are singing the never-ending story.
Oh, it was wonderful. But I can agree with some people on the internet, because I will say I liked most of the finale, but there is some glaring holes. Like, for instance, Linda Hamilton's character.
Okay.
What happened? No comeuppance for her.
No.
Nothing. It's like, oh, look, Elle's sitting there outside and, like this, and everybody's screaming and everything, and then she's gone, and then it's like there's no repercussions of any of the actions that happen. There's nothing. It's like I wanted to reach through the TV to hit her. That's how much I hated her character.
Well,
Linda Hamilton's a fantastic actor.
So here's the thing, and I said this to Dean when we were watching it. I said at some point, she is going to have to see that they were the saviors of the town. And sure enough, they come flying through the opening, and they've rescued the kids now, and there's 11 standing there at the portal, and they see the whole thing falling apart, and she, air quote, dies. We don't, at headcanon yet again.
Yes.
I mean, but look, a good story should leave stuff hanging out there, So, I hold on, let me finish the thought. So, because let's finish the Linda Hamilton, her character. So she sees that now the Upside Down, this portal has now been shut forever. Okay, so now, these kids did it. They pulled off what the army could not do. All right. So the only thing I have to say about this one is she watched 11 air quote die. But did she not see Will have, Will the Wise episode where he blew up all the damn Demogorgons and all that other stuff at the end of that second?
That's another little bit of a hole.
So, does he no longer have powers? Does she not care that he had, does she, or did she never know that he did that in the first place? Because all the army guys were dead. So that's what I'm wondering. Maybe that's what it is, because she never saw that Will had powers.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it is. So but in my mind, it was minor. It's just like, okay, whatever, but as far as like at the end when he's like, hey, Dustin gets invited to a party by a hot chick, and he's all like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
They were like, he's like, I got a better idea. And I'm like, what the hell could they be going to do? And then like, oh my God, they're going to play D&D. And sure as shooting, it ended where it started.
And that I'm 100% with. I thought it was a fantastic ending. You gave each character their own little ending, and like, hey, this is what happened to the bard, and this is what happened here. And they kind of, just wrapped up like everybody, and then it was like, oh, by the way, Ted Wheeler's alive. By the way,
God, I know. I was like, is he alive?
It's just like he's sitting there going like, hey, everybody, nobody bothered to check on him in the hospital.
No, right.
No,
nobody cares about dads. Come on, man. It's all about the moms.
But okay, like I said, it's one of my biggest gripes was the fight with Vecna and the Mind Flayer.
Okay. Oh, wait, you know what? We got to go to break, so hold that thought, because I do want to get into that, because it was like, how many times did they kill Vecna? And then they give the mom she chops up the head.
I got my theory.
All right. All right, this is The Week in Geek. We'll continue this conversation on the other side. And feel free to put your thoughts in the comments as well. We'll read them on the air. This is The Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Junior Achievement of Greater New Orleans is approaching a major milestone. 1 million students served. For 70 years, we've empowered youth with the skills to succeed in work and life. From financial literacy to career readiness, Junior Achievement is shaping tomorrow's leaders today. Now, with your help, we can reach the next million students. Donate today to build a stronger future for generations to come. Visit jagno.org to learn more.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit MortgageGumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter?
In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful. For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by the Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney of offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
Here's some things you
probably don't know about Dudley DeBosier. My favorite way to relax is sitting down with a good book.
Me? I have 4 kids. I haven't relaxed in 20 years.
But despite our differences, there's one important thing we have in common.
We're lawyers who love helping people.
Chad Dudley, New Orleans. LA 2417010.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Don't let bad feet stop you from being active and getting healthy. Trade in your bad feet for good feet at the Good Feet store.
We know you're loving the new preset feature on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
So cool, thank you.
But did you know that you can make almost anything a preset? Your favorite local station, sure, but your favorite podcast, that amazing playlist you made for free, even iHeart stations you can't get on the radio, like Vinyl Classic Rock and 80s Rock Ride.
That's a game changer.
Whatever you choose, it's as easy as a tap to make a preset. Find out what everyone's talking about and get the new and improved free iHeartRadio app today.
Everyone listen! No one quits! This is Casper Van Dien, Johnny Rico from Starship Troopers, and you're listening to the Week in Geek radio show! Come on, you apes! You want to live forever? Kill them all! You know what to do! Service guarantees citizenship!
Citizenship! This is the Week in Geek! We're D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO. I am your host, D Squared, along with
Scungy.
And we are doing the recap of the finale of Stranger Things. And so our friends on the Facebook page are chiming in now. Dipstick Derek came in clutch at the end as a goat. And then it was great seeing him and Holly
become friends.
Yeah, right. So, and but wait, what's the last one he just put? The
internet's clamoring that there's a secret final episode that will plug a few plot holes and set up some spin-offs that's supposed to be coming soon. I've heard the same thing, but I don't know. I mean, there's so much speculation going on right now because, like I said, I like the final episode, but there's this like getting back to the whole Vecna fight.
Yeah,
the Vecna and the Mind Flayer. There was a comment that was made at the end of episode 7.
Okay.
When they're sitting there and they get into the Upside Down. And they're like, wow, that was supposed to be the easy part. It was. It seemed like that was actually the hardest part of it all. The fight it was kind of like...
Anticlimactic? Is that the word you're looking for?
Very anticlimactic. I mean, it seemed like the epilogue lasted so much longer than the actual fight. I was especially when the Mind Flayer started moving around. I'm like, oh my God. So, John Peters must have been the producer of it because
it looks
like
a giant spider. Yeah, right. I wonder if Kevin Smith watching is like, Jesus, really, bro? Really?
But, I thought it was
again with the spiders?
I thought it was going to be this big epic fight. And like you sitting there saying, giving Winona Ryder's character the axe, I think that was right, because she was the one who went through, nobody believed her, everything, like she went through hell, and she's like, you messed with the wrong family.
Well, and
I agree with that.
I mean, look, they did a fairly good job at basically explaining the plot and explaining, okay, if we distract it and hurt it hurts Vecna, which makes him weaker and he can't really fight. And so, yeah, I mean, it was the same thing. Like salt will keep spirits away. Any condiment from the refrigerator will stop a goat in its track.
They don't like spoiled. They don't like spoiled condiments.
Right, they don't like spoiled condiments. But so
I get which
So, but at the end of the day, I mean, look, I put this in the notes. There was another article that I came across about the Duffer Brothers and the Stranger Things spin-off series. Now, apparently it's still in early development, but the Duffer Brothers are saying that whatever you think it is not. Oh. That it's something completely different. Now, whether they're trying to put us off the scent, or maybe they are, because he said that it will not follow Holly Wheeler. So it's not going to be like, here's some new kids. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K at Hawkins again. No, it's, and then somebody like, oh, well, what about Montauk? Are they going to follow them there? Yeah. I think he's going to give basically the characters who got all their sort of happy endings done. Leave them be. Let them go live their life in peace somewhere. Not be an angry hermit like Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
drinking yak milk straight from the animal's nipple.
I mean, I agree. I mean, I am happy with the wrap ups of the characters and everything.
Yeah.
I like that Hopper and Joyce they finally got their dinner at Enzo's or whatever it was called.
Well, and Max and Lucas,
and
actually
Lucas.
getting together, and they're both like, in love. It's so adorable.
Yeah, and Steve.
Well, and Steve, yes. All them on top of the radio station, and everybody's doing their own separate thing. I really like that. And Steve being a PE coach, is there nothing more perfect than that?
That was perfect, but I will tell you the most unrealistic thing about this entire show was them sitting there saying, yeah, we're going to get together every month. That's never going to happen.
Yeah, no, right.
It'll never happen because if you're an adult, you know that. But
they're young. They'll figure that out.
Yeah, but I do like, you got all of them, together. Everybody's was wrapped up in a bow.
Yeah.
But I think that they just kind of glazed over that Murray should have gotten a little bit more at the end because, I mean, he saved the day.
He did.
And Murray was just a treasure. Thank God. I was like, if something happens to Murray, I'm rioting.
Dude, so it was so funny, too, because Dean and I were watching it. And he's like, oh my God, is Murray gonna sacrifice himself? He's like, he's running. I'm like, no, he's not. He's gonna stop it and chunk it down.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's many things, but he's not a
Not a
martyr.
martyr.
He
Yeah,
is not a martyr.
Yeah.
He can be a hero, but he's not a martyr.
And I mean, when it comes down to this show,
And they gave us the Steve scare.
Oh God,
I was because I did. I was
Leanne's like, I knew it.
I'm like, no. Oh, thank God.
Leanne was like, I told you he's gonna die, and then it comes back, and she's like, damn it.
I know, right?
But I will say that after 9 years of this show, it's been 5 seasons, 9 years of us talking about the show and just speculating and everything like that. You're never going to be 100% satisfied with everything because you've put this up so much in your mind that it'll never please everybody.
Well, and I think what's funny though is a lot of people were just basically the sheen had worn off and they were no longer interested in it because a lot of people didn't really get involved in this last season. A lot of people who had been watching it had been mad, rabid fans of it were just kind of like, yeah, I'm done. And then I was like, well, you know what? I wanted the payoff, and I got the payoff. I mean, I guess we are assuming now that rock is literally from another planet.
Yeah.
And it somehow, made this poor little kid Vecna, and just sucked him right in, I mean, but that'll be interesting as to what's going on with that. I mean, I guess it is an interplanetary or intergalactic sort of threat. I mean, who knows what they do? Maybe we'll get Spelljammer instead of D&D.
That would be awesome.
Get Spelljammer instead.
I would have liked them to because the first Shadow, Stranger Things, the first Shadow.
Carlton, how did Max graduate with her being in a coma for 2 years?
Everybody's been asking that. She's in a coma for 2 years. It's like, hey, everybody lived through this. You're getting a diploma. That's kind of how it is.
You get a diploma. You get a diploma.
Exactly. It's by Oprah.
They're like, get out of here. You did your time, sister.
You did your time. I wish they would have gone because apparently, from what I understand, the Broadway play, the First Shadow, had a lot to do with this season, and there's a lot of stuff that we don't see because we haven't seen that play.
Right.
And the only way you can watch it is if you get a crappy internet, somebody, on their phone that doesn't, isn't hiding it, and you can't. But it's supposed because it's all about them, like the adults in Hawkins as teenagers.
Oh, okay.
And they went to school with Henry.
It was funny, too, because when Max and them were walking by, she even says, I wonder if that's what the spinoff will be.
That is what, that is what the play is about. That whole situation in the school, they're putting on a play, and Henry they all know who Henry is.
Yeah, because Max is like, Hopper's in there smoking a joint, Mr. Wheeler's feeling up Mrs. Wheeler in that closet. And I'm just like, apparently Max had been running
2
through
years,
that mind. Yeah. So she learned every nook and cranny of his brain.
She's a voyeur.
Yeah. So, but it was cool watching Vecna sort of I don't know, air quote, overcome his fears, but because we all wanted to know what the hell was in that briefcase, dude.
Yeah.
Like, if I wouldn't have found out what was in the briefcase, I'd have been so pissed. Like, that would...
It would have been a Pulp Fiction moment.
Yeah, if that was something that they didn't clear up, that would be a deal breaker. But there was nothing in my mind from the wrapping up of this entire show that was a deal breaker. Everything, it came to a good enough close. And after everybody's been burnt from Game of Thrones, you know what? I think when you
That's
put it,
a very good point.
When you put it next to Game of Thrones, it's like, bravo, way to go, Duffer Brothers. You did not crap the bed and ruin the greatest series ever by giving us the absolute worst.
Very good point.
Yeah. So
that I didn't even consider that.
Oh, well, there you go. See, that's what I'm paid the big bucks for, pal.
Yes, you get paid.
Yep. I do, shockingly enough. I even get paid more now. Did you know I'm the night DJ on the all-new Voodoo 103.7, New Orleans feel-good music station.
Feel good.
Yeah, so I do Friday nights from 7 to midnight.
So the block, that's the block
Friday
party?
The Friday night block party, baby.
Did you play Vanilla Ice?
Actually, yes.
Yes, you did.
Actually,
Awesome.
I did. So it was there. It was in there. Ice Ice Baby made the cut.
That's great.
So, all right. When we come back, though, we're gonna have to. We'll wrap up. We're wrapped up now. We're done with Stranger Things. We're gonna get into Fallout.
All right.
Just one little episode, so it'll be kind of wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. And then we have a new trailer with Bob Odenkirk called Normal. Like Norman, Minnesota.
Oh, up there in Minnesota. They were nice
here's
people.
The weird part. It is basically Nobody, the movie Nobody, and Nobody 2. We'll talk about it on the side. Have you seen Nobody?
No, I have not seen Nobody yet.
Well, so if you watch Normal, you'll have seen Nobody.
Okay.
So that's basically what we got going on
All
there.
right.
All right. When we come back, we'll talk about Normal and Bob Odenkirk. And of course, you can watch us. We're streaming live right now on the Facebook page, The Week in Geek Radio Show, and on YouTube at Twig Radio. Got to put that at. And on Twitch, Twig_radio. This is The Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO comes from the Mortgage Gumbo Studios.
Your locally trusted home loan lender, MortgageGumbo.com.
Serving the Louisiana hobby and games community for over 12 years, Gopher Games has prided itself on offering the very best in personalized customer service, unique experience-based events, and premium amenities for our Gopher Academy members, such as after-hours private gaming space, full immersion RPG room, rotating board game library, and coming soon a video game arcade. So join the Gopher community at 4953 West Napoleon Avenue. For more info, go to gophergamesnola.com or the Gopher Discord. Gopher Games, where you got game.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Get ready to unleash your potential at CrossFit Grigri. Are you tired of ordinary gyms? Say hello to extraordinary results. At CrossFit Grigri, we're not just a gym, we're a family. Join our community of passionate individuals who seek to better themselves, help those around them, and find enjoyment in doing both. Experience personalized training, expert coaching, and a supportive environment that fuels your fitness journey. Learn more at CrossFitGrigri.com or follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. CrossFit Grigri, where the potions and the programming and the magic's in the community.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Run a business and not thinking about podcasting? Think again. More Americans listen to podcasts than ad-supported streaming music from Spotify and Pandora. And as the #1 podcaster, iHeart's twice as large as the next two combined. So whatever your customers are into, true crime, sports, comedy, culture, they'll hear your message. Plus, only iHeart can extend your message to audiences across broadcast radio. And all this reach means everything. Just think about the universal marketing formula. The number of consumers who hear your message times the response rate equals the results. Now let's get those results growing for you. Think podcasting can help your business? Think iHeart. Streaming, radio, and podcasting. Let us show you at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com. Or call 844-844-iHeart. One more time, call 844-844-iHeart and get podcasting working for you.
What's up, y'all? I'm Cheryl Swoops, WNBA champ, 3-time Olympian, and Basketball Hall of Famer.
And I am Tarika Foster Brasby, journalist, sports reporter, basketball analyst.
And we are here to talk about the obstacles that women face day to day.
Athlete or not, we know it takes a lot as women to be at the top of our game.
We want to share those stories.
So listen, we'll talk to athletes, coaches, media personalities, entertainers, working moms.
Because no matter who you are, there are levels to what we experience as women. And T and I have no problem going there.
So if you want to hear real women having real conversations, then tune into our new podcast, Levels to This, with Cheryl Swoops and Tarika Foster Brasby, an iHeart Women's Sports production in partnership with Deep Blue Sports and Entertainment.
Yeah, this is Sam J. Jones Flash Gordon, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. You better be listening. I will hunt you down, and I will find you.
Welcome back in to The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
Scungy.
And we are going to talk about and watch the new Normal trailer with Bob Odenkirk. And if you haven't seen Nobody, and there's Nobody 2, I haven't seen Nobody 2, but I watched Nobody. It was great. Christopher Lloyd's in it, too.
Isn't it just about him being just a normal guy? And...
He used to be a cleaner. He used to be a hitter, a hitman. And so he's retired. He's got a wife and kids and all that stuff. And he's his son is a little bit of a bee and gets beat up at school. And he's like, punch him. And he's like, I don't want to punch. And she's like, why are you telling me? Like, you don't fight. He's like, well, yeah, you're right. I don't fight. But then somebody breaks into his house and pulls a gun on his family. And then he just kind of snaps. And he finds them on a bus. And so... Who knew?
I'm going to watch it.
So Bob Odenkirk is actually really good as an action star. Dude.
This is the dude who did Mr. Show.
And Better Call Saul. I mean, he got punched a lot in that movie too, that series. But, I mean, dude, he's really, really good as an action star in it because, I mean, he's just got this whole, like, reluctant hero vibe. He's just like, oh God, really? I gotta punch you too, And he's just like blah 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 blah. And his dad is Christopher Lloyd, and even Christopher Lloyd gets his moment to shine where he kills two guys who are trying to kill him.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's awesome. It's awesome. All right, so Normal. Yeah, this is the new movie that's gonna be coming out. Here we go. Let's take a listen.
Welcome to Normal, Minnesota. A charming, unassuming town where time moves slow and a friendly face is always just around the corner.
Skål. Skål.
You'll never be far from our local mayor, dedicated to
Harry
being
Winkler?
sheriff,
No, I don't think
a friendly
so.
mailman, cheerful store owners, cozy eateries. Oh, and our town moose.
Our town moose. Park better.
The way you law, man.
Life
Was
in
that
Normal
Cersei?
is
That was
quiet,
Cersei Lannister.
Yeah, Lena
peaceful,
Headey.
predictable.
Until it's not.
Until it isn't.
Why are they shooting at you?
Bam. Woo.
I'm at a loss.
He got his fingers chopped off.
Jesus.
That's not where I was aiming. Welcome to Normal.
Quiet, peaceful, predictable.
I'll watch it.
So it looks like there's some weird yakuza and like so maybe he's in witness protection or something like that.
Could be something like that. I mean, you never know. But I mean, it's like I said, it's like to think of Bob Odenkirk as an action star just boggles my mind.
When I ended up watching, I'm just like, oh my God, this is so good. And it ended up getting better as the movie went on. I was just like, this is just freaking great. So that's the only reason I'm interested in this movie is because I've already seen it and I've seen what he's capable of doing. So it'll probably be worth the time. All right, let's jump into one of the topics that we didn't even tease tonight, but has been sitting in our notes. Now, this one's interesting. The former PlayStation exec, or Sony exec, right?
Yeah, a PlayStation exec, yeah.
So apparently he thinks that the console, all the console creators and purveyors of consoles need to take a note from the VHS playbook and how it beat Betamax. You're the one who stumbled across this article, so tell me a little bit more about what you got out of it.
Basically, video game console sales cap out every year. They cap out at about $250 billion.
Okay.
I mean, well, gaming is I'm sorry, 250 million sales.
Like 250 million units that are sold.
And they were talking about gaming as being this $250 billion industry, which it has hundreds of millions of users. But of course, that includes people playing Wordle. That's a gamer. Somebody doing Candy Crush. That's a gamer. They don't discriminate against that. But consoles sold over that particular generation caps at about 250.
Right.
Because you're spreading this market thin. Like, people have to make a choice. They're like, I am buying this console because it's got this game on.
Right.
And if they would sit there, what they're saying is that, and that's why, I mean, I hate to say PC is rising up even more than it is, because you get a lot of these games on PC as well. And PC, you can plug a controller into it.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing as a console. But what they're talking about here, which is interesting, is that if you just made one console, everybody gets together and makes one console, and Nintendo makes games for it, Sony makes games for it, and Microsoft makes games for it, then you would break that $250 million, because you wouldn't have people sit there, because you have a lot of people who will not buy a console for the simple reason of, well, if I'm going to buy this one, then I might want to buy that one later. I don't want to have that hassle of trying to figure out which one to buy. I'm just not going to buy any of them.
So, all right, you're misspeaking a little bit. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit because you keep saying 250 million, but it's 250 million units.
If I'm correct,
it's
that's
250 million units sold. So that's 250 million PS5s, 250 million Xboxes, 250 million Switches, etc.
Yes.
Now, what they're saying is that if you make one console / portable thing, that the Sony and Microsoft and all of them can make games, solely just make the games. They don't have to be platform specific. And then whatever platform they put out, they should ideally sell close to 1 billion, or at least 750 million units of just that unit. And now I guess it does make a modicum of sense, because if you take that overhead off of all these companies and let them put it back into gaming, then you might get some games that aren't actual giant friggin' turds when they roll them out. How many just bombs has Microsoft put out, where like one of them was like that vampire
Redfall.
Yeah, Redfall. And then they had the Left 4 Dead Back 4 Blood.
Yeah.
And it was, it was not good.
Anthem and stuff like that.
And things like that, where they just come out and people are like, oh, well, it's console specific. So you're already cutting your own legs out from under you. So, but here's the thing. Do you think it'll ever happen?
It probably won't. So this is why he's saying this whole VHS thing, is that Betamax lost the VHS for only one reason. That VHS licensed its format across many different manufacturers.
Right.
So Sony held the unique Betamax patent, trademark, and everything. And they had a license, what they did with Toshiba towards the end of the life cycle, but they never went like VHS. VHS was like, everything can play on us.
So what I really liked of that article was this just little anecdotal line that was almost like a throwaway line in there, where it was just like, okay, and this happened. This happened a lot. I had a friend down the street who had everything on Betamax. We and the majority of other people on our street all had VHS. So if you wanted to go watch a movie with them or watch one of their movies, it's like, oh, wait, I only got Betamax and we got VHS. And so VHS basically started to edge out all the Betamax people, because they were just like, all right, well, you know what? Screw this. I'm just going to go ahead and get VHS, because then all the blockbusters, the ZM videos, all the local major videos that popped up, it was all VHS.
And they did something else as well. They made, a lot of people don't remember this, but they made a VHS cartridge that you could fit a Betamax inside.
I do remember
and
that.
play the Betamax on a VHS, but you couldn't do it the other way around.
Right.
And that's why that was a nail in a coffin.
Yeah. So yeah, Betamax is just so like forgotten.
Even though it was a better format, it had better picture quality and everything better.
Well, that's like MP3s versus waves. I mean, like our engineer here, every time I send the MP3s, he's like, stupid MP3s, it's garbage sound. Like, I get it, but it's gigantic as a wave file. Yeah. That's the whole reason, because it's easier to use that and send that as opposed to this giant-ass wave file, you know? So it comes to a level of, I guess, comfortability, but also ease of use. So, because like the Steam box. So like that one does intrigue me as a consumer, because if I can get off of having to deal with having an Xbox, Game Pass and all this other stuff with PlayStation and so, if I can just have the Steam box and then be able to play all the games because it's a PC.
You'll get all Microsoft stuff because it's on,
right?
And you'll get all. Sony's been doing more of their stuff to PC as well. Nintendo's the only one that you're really not going to have stuff for.
And you know what? I can easily live without most of that stuff. I was never really. I had an Atari and I was broke and I couldn't afford a Nintendo, so I don't have the insane rabid love that so many people do have for like
I do.
Mario and Zelda. I just don't, because I never got to play it as much.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take our final break of the night. Anything else you want to add to that? I think we.
No, I think we pretty much nailed it.
I don't know if
I don't think it'll ever happen though. It's the kind of thing. It's like, why give somebody else money? When you can make more money on the product.
It is the capitalist.
Yeah.
That's
it's like Ford
that's
selling
the
a
model.
Camry.
The capitalist model is that. So I mean, look. A lot of times, though, if you stand by on the sidelines, you get left behind, just like film.
Yeah.
Film has been it's only in specialty shops now.
Exactly.
The Fox photos have gone the way of the dodo. It's all gone.
Yeah.
Now everything's digital. So maybe that's what's going to end up having to happen, where it's just like, okay, well, you know what? People are going to vote with their wallets at the end of the day. So we get something that can play all of them, and I can say, you know what? Sony and Microsoft, what is the dipstick Derek? Suck my bleep one.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yes. So that would be awesome to be able to tell that to any of those.
Any of those.
Any of those.
But yeah, I would like. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Unless you have that. All video games are now Taco Bell.
Oh wow! I like that
Demolition
idea.
Man.
All right, when we come back, we'll get some house cleaning notes, and we'll wrap up tonight's show with This Week in Geek History. All on The Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Junior Achievement of Greater New Orleans is approaching a major milestone. 1 million students served. For 70 years, we've empowered youth with the skills to succeed in work and life. From financial literacy to career readiness, Junior Achievement is shaping tomorrow's leaders today. Now, with your help, we can reach the next million students. Donate today to build a stronger future for generations to come. Visit jagno.org to learn more.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit MortgageGumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter? In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful. For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney of offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me, and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
Make WRNO your number one preset on our free iHeartRadio app, powered by Dudley DeBosier, official injury lawyers of the New Orleans Saints. Call 444-4444.
That's 444-4444.
Non-attorney spokesperson Chad Dudley, New Orleans.
Hey, this is Jason Douglas. Actually, this is Beerus the Destroyer, and you're listening to The Weekend Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Welcome back in to The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
Scungy.
All right. We totally forgot to talk about Fallout, too.
Fallout. All right, we can talk about that real quick.
Carl's like, I still need to watch the last episode of Fallout. So cover your ears for like 20 seconds, Carl.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
It's not. There's not a whole lot, and there's not really not a lot to give away.
Rumblings of getting a ball rolling.
So yeah, the NCR, we see what's left of the NCR, at least in the Vegas area. Yeah, right. And we're seeing the fallout of the Kaisar's death. And so there's two Kaisars, and they're separated by a body, which is the old Kaisar's body, who apparently wrote down his successor's name on a piece of paper. And Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone is very upset because they won't let me go get that. They shoot at us. How dare they?
He was so like just.
Oh, I loved him. Dude, he's like, away. Oh, and then they did this weird little thing, like when they put her up on the. It's so great too, because like when she's like, you're going with this sort of Roman motif. I think you mean Caesar. Kaiser's German. And, like what? And like, how dare you talk to us like that? And then she's like, we're discussing your prima nocta.
And she's like,
that's not right. That's Middle Ages, and it was a Latin phrase they stole. It's just so great, man.
It was great.
Like she's just pointing out this out. But then when she's like, and I'm not a virgin, and that's not including all the cousin stuff. I'm like, oh my God. It's such a great show.
It really was. It was. And then we got to see Maximus, and oh my God, your boy from
he was in
Immortals.
The Eternals. The Eternals. And in Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, yes.
You know, did I tell the story about his stand-up routine? Oh my God. So he did a stand-up routine, and he's like, he's swole now. He's cut. I mean, because he did that for Eternals. And he goes, I think I'm the first person in history to be shamed for actually getting cut and actually being swole. People made fun of me for that. And he goes, so now, when I want to eat a donut, he's like, no, I won't eat a donut because bleep you people for shaming me for being in shape. He's like, bleep you guys. I'm like, that. Oh my God, it's so awesome. But yeah, so he tries to get Maximus on the Commonwealth side. And so they go off on a little mission, and he's all like, yeah, let's go kill some robots. And they do. And then they find some, unclean ghouls. What do they call them?
The abominations.
Abominations.
Yes, but it was children.
It was children. And so Max, and so look, you and I were talking about his character. I don't like his character.
Neither do I.
And he's just so deadpan and dumb and boring. It's weird because he's got these spurts of a personality. Then he goes back to being like a soggy pair of khaki pants.
He reminds me of that chick that's in the Twilight films.
Oh God, not Kristen Bell. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she just sits there and stares at the camera all the time.
Yeah.
He's like the male version of her.
So, and what's so weird though too is that he starts to kind of sort of come out of his shell with the guy because he's like, yeah, let's go kill all these things. And they're trading guns, and he's got a rocket sledgehammer, All right, Carlton, close your ears right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When he doesn't accidentally kill him, when he kills the dude, and he's like, I think I might have started a war. And the buddy is the ghoul buddy of his is like, I'm a manager now.
I'm a manager now.
So looks like we both got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But yeah, because when the cleric is all like, oh, look, the sword speaks. The dumb sword speaks.
Yes.
I mean, it's like, poor Maximus, he can't win for nothing. I think that's why he's
like
just...
that dude, the cleric was sitting there going like, you're with me. We're building this word together. And then he says something and it's like, shut up.
Yeah, right. Well, he only wants to have the opinion that he gives him.
Yeah.
So, So I don't know.
I like where it's going. I mean, it's setting up a lot of stuff.
And it ends with also with like the two Kaisers fighting. We don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, the ghoul instigates that, which is pretty funny.
To save Lucy.
Right. He's like, I'll give you some information our way or whatever you mother truckers say.
Yeah.
I was just like, he's got such a potty mouth.
Yes, he really does.
Dude, Fallout it's just so good. Apparently they got another spinoff. It's going to be with like they're working on a spinoff right now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it's going to be. If it's the Big Nose Brother, I don't know.
It might be like something because you know what? We haven't seen any synths yet.
Oh, you're right. That'd be cool.
So that might be it.
The Institute. We haven't seen. All right. Okay. Well, let's wrap up this show. All right. Let's do this.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
This week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future.
Yes! Oh my God!
This week in Geek History is brought to you by Go4Games. Find them on the web at go4gamesnola.com. This week in Geek History.
Houston, we've had a problem here. Say again, please. Houston, we've had a problem.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. Inconceivable.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live!
Yes! Oh my gosh!
This week in Geek History.
All right, what's topping us off, Skunji?
All right, December 28th, 1922. The man, the myth, the legend, Stan Lee is born.
Hey, all right. Good old Stan. The world has never been the same.
No, it really hasn't. It really hasn't.
He's the man.
He really is the man, and it was a shame to lose him. But,
I just want to go watch him in Mallrats again. That was an allegory for me.
Love be a vulture tonight.
Love be a vulture. I had a lot of rage, just like the Hulk.
That was great.
Would they be able to hold the baby? Like, you really have a problem.
He's obsessed with superhero anatomy.
All right, what's next?
Let's go with December 30th, 1999. And it exploded. Galaxy Quest is released. Woo! Which a funny story about it. Patrick Stewart refused to go see that movie at first.
Really?
He didn't want to see it because he thought that it was making fun of fans. Because he has a very close relationship with Star Trek.
Yeah.
And then when he saw it and he was like, oh my God, the fans saved the day. He's like, this is the best movie I've ever seen. So I think that's just fantastic.
I didn't know that story. Look at that. Look at you.
There's a documentary called Never Surrender. I highly suggest you watch it. It's about Galaxy Quest.
Okay.
We got December 29th, 1997. Show premieres from Little Town in Colorado, South Park.
Oh,
that was. I remember being at work the day after that premiered, and all of us were sitting there at work going, "What the hell did we just watch?"
Yeah, dude, and it's so funny too because I remember we used to watch it at Jabba Jaws, the bar out in Metairie. Good God.
Yeah.
I remember because people would come in and they're like, "Hey, where's the music?" We're like, "Shut up! We're watching South Park. What's wrong with you? Shut up! We're watching South Park." Yeah, but the bar owner, like he was just like, "Yeah, y'all shut up!" Like, because we're buying drinks when nobody else is here.
Yeah.
So you just give us another 10 minutes and we'll play your stupid, back that thing up song.
Exactly. God, Jabba Jaws. Wow.
Good times. Good times.
All right. I'm gonna go to January 4th, 2004.
2004.
The remaster, if you would, of Battlestar Galactica premieres.
Ah.
All right, which if anybody who holds on to the fact that, I don't like because I like the original and everything, shut up, you're stupid. Watch the new show. All right?
Shut up, you're
I'm serious. Oh, well, Starbucks a woman, shut up.
Yeah,
Watch
she's
the
a
show.
hot chick, so it's okay.
You know,
and now she's a Mandalorian.
It's probably one of the most intriguing television shows of all time. So,
all right, we got to wrap up. We got to wrap up. All right, so look, just some housekeeping notes before we wrap up tonight's show. We're going to be at Fan Expo this weekend coming up, January 9th through the 11th. I'm going to be hosting several panels on Friday at 4:15. I got Judith Hogue, April O'Neil, and then on Saturday I got a bunch. I got Joey Pantoliano at like 11. Then I got James Marsters at noon. I'm not sure, and I got a couple that are on the main stage, the big main stage with Dean Norris, and then with the Harry Potter siblings. The
Weasleys.
The Weasleys. So I got the twins and Ginny Weasley.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Ginny Weasley.
So yeah, if you need to find him, if you need to find Dave, you want to know where he's going, you can come find me and I'll probably know where he is.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to need Michael Hammond. Just so you know. And Michael Hammond, who's probably not listening to the show, you just tell Michael I'm going to need Michael. And if you know,
you know.
All right, so that's going to do it. Next week, we'll probably grab some interviews from the con, and we'll do that. All right, so till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high. Oh, yeah, and check me out on the all-new Voodoo 1037, weeknights 7 to 10.
I'm Stephen Curry, and this is Gentleman's Cut. I think what makes Gentleman's Cut different is me being a part of, developing the profile of this beautiful finished product. With every sip, you get a little something different.
Visit gentleman'scutbourbon.com or your nearest Total Wines or Bevmo. This message is intended for audiences 21 and older. Gentleman's Cut Bourbon, Boone County, Kentucky. For more on Gentleman's Cut Bourbon, please visit gentleman'scutbourbon.com. Please enjoy responsibly.
Flash back to the countdowns you grew up with on Classic American Top 40.
I'm Casey Kasem.
One channel with countdowns from the 70s and 80s.
The hits from coast to coast.
And another from the 90s and 2000s.
The smaller the numbers, the bigger the hits.
All commercial free. Relive the stories behind the songs with Classic American Top 40.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
Search Casey Kasem and make these your next presets.
iHeartRadio.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO FM, New Orleans, an iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human.
Court proceedings on Monday. I'm Paul Stevens, Fox News. Arraignment tomorrow in New York.